Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today, finally some good news on the Path of Exile 1 front. So GGG recently announced or made a post on the forum here on like 2 or 3 a.m. my time, I assume, and we are getting events, and this is something I'm really appreciating. It just shows yet again that the Grinding Gear Games is listening to the community. If you're unaware of the news that came up like last week or something, where they basically stated that they moved 100% of the resources from PoE 1 to PoE 2 to get the game out. Which basically means that 326 is going to be delayed yet again. We expected some announcement of the leak trailers at the end of January or something, so to start somewhere in February. But no, they made a video just saying or stating that everything is going to be delayed. And from the current timeline, and there is no timeline, just my own prediction, I assume that we're going to have like something PoE 2 patch 0.2 coming somewhere in March maybe, and that would basically mean that 326 is more towards May or even June in 2025. So many months of delays on every front, and obviously the reaction of the community was very bad. I think every content creator, me included, made a video on how disappointed we are in what's going on right now, and we were asking for events, asking for something to cover up the time, and GGG is actually listening. Update on Path of Exile 1. We announced last week some unfortunate news regarding the timeline for 326 for Path of Exile 1. Coming out that we have adjusted some of our internal resources to be able to provide you with some content to fill the time until the expansion arrives. To start, we will be running a 1-month event that has some of our wacky ideas that never quite made it off the brainstorm board. What does Path of Exile 1 look like when the 19 Ascendancy classes you know and are familiar with are all of a sudden replaced by a different 19? What does Path of Exile 1 look like when you get to play a witch and ascend to become a harbinger? These are the questions our design team asked each other, and in this event we will provide you with some of our answers. We'll release more details about this content soon, but we are really looking forward to seeing how the community reacts to some of our more unhinged ideas. There's more to announce, and we'll keep you updated as we know. And this is basically what we've been asking for after this kind of like drama that, involves the Path of Exile community. I mean, I cannot speak for everybody, right? But I guess a lot of people are just like, they just want to play something. And a content creator named Pohx, well known in the community, basically decided after this announcement video where everything got delayed to make a private league. And he was expecting about 300-400 people of the community playing together with him on this private league. He went to bed before the league start happened, so it was like completely unannounced, because I only got to know about the private league because my viewers told me on my PoE 2 live stream. So it was like no big announcement and a quite fast thing. But then Pohx went to bed, woke up, and all of a sudden there were like over 10,000 people applying to his private league where he only had like 300 spots available, right? So they made crowdfunding, and what is happening right now, basically, if I put this one up, it currently has 27,000 people, and basically, private leagues are capped at 20,000. When a league started, it was almost instantly full crowdfunded, with 20,000 people, and Pohx already wrote GGG a message on is there anything that we can do, because there is so many people that want to play. So today they actually increased the private league cap from 20,000 to 30,000, so 10,000 more people that are able to join now Pohx private league. But what I want to say with that is, it's just like that people just want to play Path of Exile, right? I think there is like a bit of a thing here. Some people want to play PoE 2, some people want to play PoE 1, so it's a bit rough, but it just shows that there is so many people interested in just playing a fresh start. And this Pohx basically third Settlers League, because we're at Settlers League 325, right? Then we had an event which was like Settlers in Necropolis, right? And this is a complete restart of the Settlers League on a private server without any modifiers or something. It's basically Settlers League 3.0, and still there is thousands of people that would like to participate, and there is probably a lot more, I guess like 50-60,000 people, me included, that would like to join this private league. But why do we really want to play Settlers for the third time? And the simple answer is, we want to have fresh economy, we want to have a league start, because this is when all the magic is basically happening, right? Like just playing a 10-month league or something, and you have like countless of currency and you're just out of ideas what to do in a league, is just not really fun. Fresh starts is where it is, and this is basically what a lot of content creators have been asking for. Hey, GGG, if you cannot keep the timelines that you planned with the PoE 2 release, with the PoE 326 release, and so on and so forth, just give us something that we can do in the meantime, you know? I think nobody's gonna be mad if GGG would say, hey, we're gonna plan another event because unfortunately we cannot deliver the planned league in January. We can maybe look towards like February or March, but here take an event so you have something to play. And this is basically what GGG is currently doing, because I assume they got quite a big of a backlash with this announcement from last week. So, what does that mean? Let's talk about the event. 19 ascendancy classes are now swapped into different ascendancy classes. There's only one listed. If this is going to be a thing, I don't know, but I assume. What if a witch becomes a harbinger? So, in PoE 1, I think almost all the builds are based around the ascendancy choice. Which means if you want to make like a charge stacker, you're most likely going to play it as a slayer, like I do here. mbX Charge is my most recent character from Necro Settlers, which is basically a charge stacker based around the node masterful form of the slayer. If you want to play an ignite build, Elementalist is the only class, as far as I know, that can turn every skill into an ignite skill based on the ascendancy. So if they swap out all 19 ascendancy classes into something like a harbinger, maybe you can play as freaking elder. I don't know, like you know, ideas might be endless, but it would completely mix up the entire meta. Obviously, there is certain of gear or equipment things that you can do to make like super good defensive layers that are not based on ascendancies, but most commonly all the builds, or the more popular builds, are all based around certain ascendancies. So if all the ascendancies are gone, that will completely shake up the meta, and I think this is going to be super fun. The thing here is, I don't really think that GGG has to do a lot. Just provide us with some fresh league starts, and we're gonna be happy for the most part. Obviously, this is not like a long-term solution, like, hey, let's have a league start every month, because this would get quite tiring, to say the least, for the majority of the players. But if we're able to get like leagues that were just like some minors, it doesn't need to be an expansion, doesn't need to be a full-rounded league. All we want to have is something to play to cover up the time if GGG needs longer as expected, and we're now finally getting it. When is this all gonna be going down? I have no idea. Just as a prediction, I actually can see this starting in February. Because what would that mean? If we would get this event leaks, let's say on Valentine's Day on the 14th, like in, let's say, 2 weeks, right? Let's assume on like the 14th of February, as I just stated. The thing is, that would basically generate a little bit extra time to get the 0.2 Path of Exile 2 patch out. It would also be a little bit more time for 326 and so on and so forth, because just because it's an event doesn't mean we just cover up 1 week or something, because usually people are playing an event for like a month, as it is stated over here. Maybe get like 2 events or something. We're gonna see about that, but it would generate some time for GGG without people being mad, and I think this is exactly what we've been asking for. And I'm super happy that GGG is actually doing something about it and finally gives us something to play. I'm hyped. I cannot wait until we get more information about this Ascendancy Fiesta, whatever it's going to be, and then start PoVing some builds, and then have a fresh league start, because, yeah, I cannot join Path, like Pohx's private league either, so I'm still waiting. And I really would like to play. Alright, guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.